Coming up on City Beat, Nevada Department of Transportation calls it Carnado. You'll call it a headache. Project Neon is in full swing, and while the end result will be great, we have to deal with detours and closures in and around the Spaghetti Bowl. We'll break it all down for you. Plus, Las Vegas has been in the spotlight more so than usual with the presidential debate and a new stadium in the works. We'll talk to city leaders about what all the positive publicity means to our future. And the annual Vegas Valley Book Festival was held at the historic 5th Street School. Hear what some authors visiting our city for the event learned about Las Vegas. Hi, everybody. Welcome to City Beat from Wayne Bunker Family Park here in beautiful Ward 4. I'm Nancy Byrne. So by now you have figured out all of your alternate routes around the Spaghetti Bowl, right? Now, Project Neon is in full swing with what NDOT is affectionately calling Carnado. Some people are calling Carmageddon. We all know that eventually, in several years, it will be worthwhile, but right now it is a big headache. Here with all of the developments and a breakdown of detours is Jennifer Davies.
Drivers headed through the Spaghetti Bowl through late February need to be aware of some major interchange closures that will impact their commute as part of NDOT's Project Neon. I-15 northbound and southbound ramps to 95 northbound, and I-15 northbound and southbound and US 95 northbound access to MLK will be closed through mid-February. As seen here, all traffic from northbound 15 to northbound 95 will be rerouted along the previous MLK exit ramp and back onto US 95 northbound via a temporary one-lane detour with reduced speeds. Southbound 15 access to 95 north will be closed entirely.
The alternative route, as we have detour shown, is going to be get off at Lake Mead Boulevard, go west, then head south onto Martin Luther King. The on-ramp to MLK northbound will be open when Carnado is in effect.
For northbound I-15 access to MLK, there is an alternate route.
We're advising motorists to get off at Charleston and use the Grand Central Parkway to Alta to get to MLK northbound.
NDOT also has an alternate route for access to MLK from US 95 northbound.
We're advising motorists to use the Rancho off-ramp and then circle back to get to MLK.
The 120-day closure is needed to demolish a 22-year-old bridge over MLK that will make room for a new high-occupancy flyover structure that will be built in mid-2017. Coming downtown, remember that MLK access will be closed from both directions on the I-15 and from 95 northbound. You'll still be able to access MLK via 95 southbound to get to Symphony Park and City Hall. A new connection will also open soon.
Through mid-November, we're actually creating a new connection, the Grand Central Parkway to Western, which will help with that local connectivity and flow.
Through February, make sure to allow for extra time. Visit ndotprojectneon.com to research alternate routes, and don't forget to download the Waze app for real-time traffic updates. For City Beat, I'm Jennifer Davies.
So remember, you can keep up on all of the latest developments by going to ndotprojectneon.com or calling 702-293-NEON. Thank you, Jennifer Davies, for that story. Well, to say that Las Vegas has had the international media focused on our city recently is an understatement. Within about a week's time, we held the final presidential debate at UNLV. The UNLV School of Medicine got its first accreditation, and Governor SANDOVAL signed into law the convention center expansion and stadium in anticipation of the NFL possibly coming here. So we spoke to some community leaders about what this all means, and all agree Las Vegas is moving into unprecedented waters.
The final debate will take place here in Las Vegas and talk about the issues affecting Nevada. And that is where Nevada should be, on the national and international stage. So on behalf of the entire Nevada family, we look forward to hosting the eventual nominees in Las Vegas for the final debate before we select the next president of the United States of America.
On October 19th, and in fact the days leading up to the 19th, all eyes were on Las Vegas and our beautiful UNLV campus.
We've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 to 6,000 journalists on campus, and the exposure is just unbelievable. It's really exciting for us.
UNLV President Len JESSUP says having the final presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump here on campus was an incredible experience for the students, especially those interested in journalism and politics.
We've got over 1,000 students that have volunteered this week. They're helping. Many of them are helping with the MSNBC set right behind me. And so we've got that 1,000 students or so working, and then several thousand others that are just here hanging out at the sets, CNN and MSNBC. I mean, when do you get to do that? I mean, as a college student, it's incredible.
Well, I think it's a really great opportunity for the students here. I mean, what are the odds that it would be in our city, in my college, that I'd be able to participate in this? And it's just such a historic election. Like, I feel really privileged to be able to be right in the action where this is all going on.
Good evening from the Thomas and Mack Center at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
The nation's eyes on UNLV has had a positive ripple effect on our city as a whole.
Showcasing this community first and foremost, how far we've come as a community, having to deal with everything that happened in 08 and 09, and just really coming out of that really, really strong, just showing the world what we're made of.
R&R Partners has been calculating the earned media for us, and I know as of last week, they were up to $85 million in free publicity to the university and the city, right? I mean, that's tremendous.
Jeremy AGUERO with Applied Analysis says the debate was just one of several events that put us in the national spotlight.
We made national media and multiple times in 1 week. The combination of the stadium, the accreditation of the medical school, of course, and then the debate, which captured national attention for multiple reasons. Every time that Las Vegas, the brand of Las Vegas, is put in the media, every time it's talked about on a talk show or a news program, that is something that people recognize. And all of the marketing and all that we do generates substantial revenue in terms of earned media, if you will, for Southern Nevada and for Las Vegas.
AGUERO says attracting such positive press is going a long way to attract positive growth. And he believes Las Vegas is developing intelligently by not abandoning the industries that got us where we are, but building on that base.
But within that tourism industry, it's diversified, right? I mean, what do we have today that we didn't have? You brought up restaurants that we didn't have before, a lot of shopping that we didn't have before, but combine that with things like nightclubs that have grown tremendously and transformed how they are. I mean, we're setting records every single year for the most visitors coming to Las Vegas, and now they're coming for many different things. As a matter of fact, the number of people that come here for gambling is very small in comparison to what it used to be.
Building on our tourism is now prompting the need for other industries.
We now have new industries that are continuing to develop. You have the switches, which I will argue is probably the most important startup in a generation for us here. You've got places like Faraday Future that are bringing in auto manufacturing that are here, Hyperloop, things like that. I mean, these are tremendous wins for Southern Nevada and ones that frankly are coveted by other states.
The debate at UNLV, the stadium, and the accreditation of the UNLV School of Medicine, all the most recent events building a wave that our city intends to ride right into the future, filled with success and diversity. And there have been no bigger cheerleaders for our city than Mayor CAROLYN Goodman and former Mayor Oscar Goodman, who nearly 2 decades ago said to many non-believers, there are 3 things needed to be a world-class city, and then set out to achieve them all.
To have and build a world-class city, you need top quality medical care and medical research. That's critical. And you also need great culture, great culture. I mean, for us to finally getting behind the performing arts. And then the third piece were Major League Sports. And certainly we've been trying to work towards all of that for the past, what has it been, 18 years. So to see it come about now is just, oh my gosh, it is so exciting for everyone who calls this place home.
After weathering the storm of the debilitating recession, city leaders and economists say it's nice to see the clouds clearing for brighter days ahead.
Frankly, growth begets growth. And we've turned, I don't know if I'd say we've turned the corner. There are still a number of people that are unemployed. We still have a lot of those residual effects, but we've certainly turned a corner where we're starting to see that momentum go in our direction again. And it's great to see people going back to work.
Thank you and good night.
Just a little bit more on that UNLV School of Medicine accreditation. Jeremy Aguero says that our healthcare economy is only about 75% of the size that it should be for our city. Now, this is going to help attract more doctors. We've got great doctors here. We just need more, and studies show that where they train, they like to live. As for professional sports, Mayor CAROLYN GOODMAN believes we're going to have major league teams in all sports, from football to baseball to soccer. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to take you to a book festival where not only the spectators, but the authors learned a thing or two. Stay with us. Congratulations to the City of Las Vegas Employee of the Month, Brad Elliott. Brad has been with the city for just 2 years and is already making his mark. He was recently promoted to the position of Combination Plans Examiner after working as a plans technician. The recession took its toll on many, including our Building and Safety Department. We lost a lot of the staff as construction halted in the city. Now that construction has rebounded, we have had an influx of new staffers into the department to help with the workload and provide better customer service. Through these periods of change, finding time to assess and improve processes has been difficult. Brad took ownership of the plans examination project and designed a system to automate much of it, resulting in better customer service and faster results. Congratulations to Brad Elliott for building community to make life better for all in Las Vegas.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. This cat makes me make art. He's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Welcome back to City Beat from Wayne Bunker Family Park, one of the largest, most beautiful, one of the most popular parks in Ward 4 here in the city of Las Vegas. Well, the Vegas Valley Book Festival was held recently at the beautiful historic 5th Street School. Authors from all over the country were here to sign autographs and meet their fans. And as we discovered, they made some of their own discoveries about the city of Las Vegas. As always, the Vegas Valley Book Festival offers something for everyone, from books and authors, of course, to art and great activities for the kids. Locals and visitors who make this an annual tradition know this is a very special event, but those here for the very first time found themselves pleasantly surprised that Las Vegas has such wonderful cultural events, like Alyssa Petersall, who is here from New York to present her book, Somehow I'm Different.
I think from New York, often, I don't know if you love or hate this, my peers, colleagues, friends come to Vegas either for a bachelor or bachelorette party or a conference. So both beautiful things, but I feel really lucky. I feel like I'm seeing a new side of the city, getting a taste of the culture, getting a taste of the people that day to day live here.
As a fairly new author, she's only been to one other book fair. It was in Los Angeles, larger than this one, but in her opinion, that didn't make it better.
The other fair I went to was the Los Angeles Times Book Festival, which I would say was bigger. However, by nature of it being bigger, technically it may have gotten word out to more people, but here I think the pace is a little bit more intimate, which is nice.
Joanne Gilbert, author of Women of Valor, was here from the opposite coast as Alyssa and had the very same impressions of our city.
I came here from San Francisco not expecting to find culture, and I have to say that there are many things that I call the real highlights of Las Vegas. This book fair would stand on its own in any city across the country.
Both authors said they enjoyed meeting readers intimately, telling them about their books and what compelled them to write on these particular subjects.
Nobody knows about the women who, as teenagers, actively defied the Nazis and survived. Everyone knows about Anne Frank and the tragedies, but nobody knows the inspiring true stories of women as young as 7. I've interviewed these women and have their true stories, and it's my honor and privilege to be able to share them with other people.
Alyssa describes Somehow I'm Different as a non-fiction narrative that helped her explore her heritage.
So it includes 21 real stories. Each chapter is a different story about a different person, and they're all cushioned by my own experience living in Hungary for about a year and learning a little bit more about my own Hungarian roots.
Of course, it wasn't all about books that inspire and prompt deep thought. There were plenty of funny characters to be found, as well as plenty for young readers to see and do. With options today for quick downloads to Kindles and Nooks, some may think good old-fashioned books are fading away. But this young author and reader says in her travels around the world, she finds paper, ink, binders, and leather still hold a special place in the hearts of many.
I hear equally people who will go Kindle so that it's light and it's easy and they can have 100 books in one thin format, or people who have bookcases of books because they prefer to sit and leaf through and have it on paper and touch it and feel it.
Plus, it's so much easier to autograph a book than a screen. One of the many reasons the Vegas Valley Book Fair will likely be with us for many years to come. So a little bit earlier in the program, we were talking about what a great asset UNLV is to our community. The large campus with close proximity to McCarran Airport makes it a perfect venue for events like the presidential debate. But there's something to be said for small colleges as well. That's why it's very exciting to welcome Asher College into downtown Las Vegas. The ribbon was cut on the new campus on October 18th. The doors are open on a new place to advance your education, whether that be information technologies, medical billing, or working in the pharmaceutical field.
2, 3, cut.
City leaders joined students and faculty of Asher College for a ribbon-cutting ceremony October 18th. The school was established in 1998 and has several campuses, but this one was intentionally placed right in the middle of downtown Las Vegas.
We put it right smack in the middle of the valley, and now we can service and take care of all the students that are coming through in all the areas, north, south, east, and west.
Tom Bezic says not only is the location perfect, it's the right size for the college as they are continuing to grow.
We're actually outgrowing the space that we were in. So centralizing ourselves into the valley was the most important thing, and finding a building that was suitable for the reconstruction and repurposing to be a college and designed to be a college was the second piece on the table, and we got through it.
At the ceremony, Mayor CAROLYN GOODMAN congratulated them for moving into our downtown, an area that is constantly growing and becoming more diversified, a place that will certainly be able to provide the graduates with promising careers.
We wish every student walking through these doors just the best of times, the best learning experiences, and the best jobs in your future. And it all comes, I'm a proponent of, it's all about each one of us, and each one of us helping somebody else, but it's really about education.
Now that we're in the city of Las Vegas, the opportunity and the growth is tremendous. The partnership with the city, as well as the future growth of Asher College, is what it's all about. We truly believe that with this footprint in this area, only great things are going to come from this.
Asher College is located at 6029 West Charleston. Congratulations on your new campus. We're going to take another break, but when we come back, we're going to tell you and show you why zombies descended upon this very park. Stay with us.
There's also an extended warranty option. There's just no need for you to get that. You failed to get the test that you needed at the doctor, so you won't be around in 2 years. Okay, sign here, please.
For a list of tests every man should have, go to AHRQ.gov.
So you see, son, Good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full. Keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
Don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to City Beat from Wayne Bunker Family Park. You know, we'd all like to think that this time of the year around the holidays will be like a Norman Rockwell painting come to life, but this can actually be a sad time for many people, especially our seniors who may have recently lost a spouse or are separated from family. Well, if you're a senior in Las Vegas, you do not have to be alone during the holidays or at any time. We have some of the best and friendliest senior centers in the country. And if you're intimidated to take that first step, let us introduce you to some of our buddies at Durfelt Senior Center who say, come on out, discover the fun and friendship that center has to offer. Who knew dressing a scarecrow could be so much fun? But the active adults here at Durfelt Senior Center have a good time doing just about anything. Like Sally Phillips, who found this center to be the perfect way to adjust to a new city.
I'm new to the area. I'm working on my 3rd year here in Vegas. And I adopted the center. And I come here for my exercise, my Tai Chi, my running of my mouth, my meeting new and friendly people, because the atmosphere here is so welcoming.
For Sally, this provided a place for her to transition into a new life. For Laura Bowman, this place may very well have saved her life.
I fell and broke my neck and just become reclusive because of my situation. I had lost my husband and I had my stepson and all my friends, and I just put up a wall. I was sinking and sinking fast.
Then she remembered coming here to play canasta years ago and gave it a second try.
The second time I came in, everybody was so nice. I mean, they were very welcoming, you know, like I was treated normal, you know, and that's so important.
Like all of the active adult centers in Las Vegas, there's something for everyone at Durfelt. For example, this is a writing class taught by Tom Kaiser.
The flag draped casket was slowly pulled from the hearse. The men in uniform grasped the handles and carried it to graveside.
As a veteran, he uses his experiences as a tool to write beautiful and moving short stories. And some of these students are so talented, they've been published.
You just warm it.
In this cooking class, Cooking with June, it attracts those who love to cook and those who love to eat and mingle and eat and mingle and eat. Just about anything that might interest you is available at our city's centers, and if not, just let the wonderful staff know and they'll almost always find a way to turn your suggestion into a class or workshop.
We have a blast. For 70 years old, I'm having more fun than I have ever had in my life.
Fun? Of course. But according to those who use these centers, above all, they are truly a place anyone can call home. You need only take that first step and give them a try.
If you're lonesome and you just want to come out and meet people and no more than to sit around and talk, because we all run our mouths. And it's a feeling of belonging. Because when you don't have family or you're not close to your family, sometimes your extended family is much better. And everyone needs to find a place where they can be themselves and receive love. And that's what I have experienced here, and I give it out to others because the love part is the sharing part.
There are so many great senior and community centers across the city of Las Vegas. To find one near you, just go to LASVEGASNEVADA.GOV. So many of the people we talk to say that they were intimidated to take that first step, but they also say it was one of the best things they ever did. So sign up for a class, join in the holiday festivities, you will be hooked. Well, speaking of cool city activities, not too long ago, zombies descended upon Wayne Bunker Family Park, right about where I'm standing. They were here for a zombie fun run, but they were also here to let people know about the great work being done by one of our community organizations. Oh, a ghoul and her makeup. These zombies put in a lot of time to look this scary for the Zombie Fun Run. They were here as part of the Fall Festival at Wayne Bunker Family Park, an annual event hosted by Councilman Stavros Anthony. It's a fun way of getting neighbors out to meet neighbors and raising awareness about Easter seals of Nevada.
And the really fun part about this, not only is it a timed race and people can have that experience, but we've got zombies all along the whole path who will come up and try to, we have these flags, like flag football, that are on people, and they try to steal those flags.
Aside from the race, there were dogs dressed up for Halloween, music, face painting for the little ones, and simply wide open fields for people to enjoy a perfect Saturday in the park. Brian Patchett says events like this are only possible because the city of Las Vegas has been such a great partner.
We've been working with the city for a number of years on various events. We're excited to be here at Wayne Bunker Park, working with Stavros Anthony, and just a great experience. What they bring, what the city brings, is an opportunity to partner in a great park like this, an opportunity to get the word out about what Easter Seals is doing to help children with disabilities become more independent every day.
It was a great day for the entire family. By the way, when the race and festival were over, the zombies were spotted heading out of the area together. It's not really known where they went. They haven't been seen since, at least not yet. Well, that does it for another City Beat from Wayne Bunker Family Park. This park is huge and it's beautiful. If you'd like to pay it a visit, it's located at Tenaya and Alexander. We're going to stick with this fall and Halloween theme as we go to close. We're going to take you to the Ward 2 Trunk or Treat. It's held out at Veterans Memorial Leisure Services Center. Classic cars and candy, how can you go wrong? We'll see you for the next City Beat.